Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Monday Minute. My name is Rita Ernst. I am the author of Show Up Positive and contributing author to Culture Impact. And we are diving into this, my Show Up Positive Sparks for Culture Repair. This is the series we're doing this entire year of 2024. And today we are talking about co-create. So how do we co-create, and why is co-creation important in repair inside of the organization? So to co-create with others means that you invite them in as equals, right? So there is a level of trust that you are bringing to the relationship. You're saying, I trust you to come right here beside me, work hand in hand with me. I'm not placing myself above you. I'm not saying that I know more than you. I'm inviting you in to collaborate and co-create with me. So I just want to read to you a little bit of what is in the book, because I don't think that I could say this any better than I did when I put the words on the page. And here is why co-create, which is also a way of teaming and producing together, is so important. People want meaning and purpose. Look, this is scientific. We know this. We've studied this. We talked about this. Purpose was the focus of the World Happiness Summit this year. Purpose and meaning are so important. In fact, we had doctors who were sharing how when people lose meaning and purpose in their life at the end of life, it is often what brings about their death. This is how important purpose is to us. So when you want to really have people bringing their best selves, you have to give them meaning and purpose. They want to imagine, dream, and pursue new possibilities. Look, the rote of doing the same thing day after day after day grinds on all of us. And we need places where we are dreaming and we are helping to make something that is new and exciting and vibrant. And so here are some tips for inviting others to participate as co-creators with you. Now, this applies no matter whether you are in a formal managing people or you're just a leader amongst your peers. It doesn't matter. We can all create this co-creation opportunity with the people around us on our team. So here's how you do it. Number one, invite input on what, when, and how when setting goals and objectives. So sometimes we think we have to know all the answers, or we have to really lead with a solution, but that is not always true. Sometimes it is just as powerful to say, let's figure out the next step together. Let's create the who, what, when, where, how together. And there are some boundaries to what you can and can't do about that in your business and in your company, but there is also a lot of latitude and room for you to come together. So just don't come with the who, what, when, where figured out and just have people work on the how, for example. Really invite them into the full conversation. Number two, set aside time for creative brainstorming around vision and tactics. So many times we think we as leaders, if you are managing people, we have to have a very clear vision that we are inviting people into. But imagine if you let them co-create a vision with you. You know, here's a secret I can tell you that I have found in my practice of over 25 years. People in your organization, they know a lot. And they are more aligned with you than you may give them credit for. And so when you make space for them to come to the table, they're not going to take you off course. I promise you, they're not going to take you in some weird direction. They really understand the business, what's going on. And if they don't, if they're missing an important ingredient of something that has changed in the environment and the circumstances that you need to address, you just need to share that with them. They're very smart. They get this stuff. Number three, ensure all voices are heard. We talk about this a lot. Number four, encourage smart risk-taking and learning from unsuccessful attempts. Again, this is something we talk about all the time, psychological safety. We have to be true learners. It has to be okay that things don't always go the way that we thought they would, but that we are learning from each of those little experiments and we're getting better at the next evolution. Number five, practice two-way communication. I'm really bad about this. I caught myself yesterday when I was finishing up with some supervisors I was training. We get enamored with what we want to say in our own voice and our own point of view. I get very passionate, as you can tell, about my point of view, but it is just important to be quiet and listen. Be quiet and listen. Allow space for two-way communication. And number 6, share in successes and failures as a team. Don't make them individual. Yes, individuals may make mistakes, but we all are in this together. So co-creation is teaming at its finest, at its best. And it means that when one of us is unsuccessful, all of us are unsuccessful. When one of us is highly successful, all of us are highly successful. We often, in our culture of individuality, single in on individuals. And here's the invitation for you to make co-creation about the bigger whole. Let's zoom out instead of zooming in on the individual, and let's work this more holistically by bringing in all of these extra voices. So here are some things to contemplate. How do I share recognition? How do I stay curious and open? What excites me about this work? Am I open to the ideas of others? Check in on yourself about that. And do I allow others to take the lead? Another important place to check in with yourself. So this week, we're working on our mindset for co-creation. How are we thinking about things? Are we putting ourselves into hero space? Are we putting ourselves in the boss space of having to know? Really challenging our own thinking. And as much as we are inviting other people, we'll work more next week on more inviting people in. But this week, just work on your own mindset. Pay attention, catch yourself. Are you spotting opportunities for co-creation, no matter how small they are? And are you stepping into them? Are you taking the risk and stepping into those? All right, I leave you with that challenge. Thank you for joining me for the Monday Minute. We are co-creating together for the next 2 weeks. I'm so excited. This is my favorite word and my favorite idea for how to elevate your business. Let's co-create. I will see you again next Monday. Bye.